Finding yourself comfortably in a cross-legged position. And once you allow yourself to arrive here, just take a peek at your body. Just looking to see how you've chosen to rest your legs, whether they're in a half lotus, bringing one foot towards the top of the thigh. Oh, we got two more, so just let them in. Awesome. Welcome, Ginny. We are beginning in a comfortable seated position. And Christina, welcome. Awesome. So we're beginning in a comfortable seated position today, taking a peek at our body, maybe playing around with different variations with your legs in this seated position, maybe by bringing one foot towards where the top of the thigh is and just seeing how that feels, or just simply stacking your legs one in front of the other. Create a bit of playful movement here just to explore different variations. And once you've allowed that to happen, take a moment to bring your hands to the tops of your knees, your elbows tucked into your side body, your shoulders to roll back as your heart lifts gently, your chin finding that neutral point towards your chest. Just allowing here your eyes to soften, maybe even allowing them to close completely. Now just shift your awareness into your belly. Just feeling the belly gently pull in towards the front of your spine. Your tailbone here tucks down towards the mat behind you. And maintaining this engagement with your belly and with your spine, begin to grow the spine nice and long by finding the sensation of reaching the crown of your head towards your ceiling. Shoulders are soft, your hips are relaxed, your knees. Release any hold you may have over them. And just notice your breath in this moment. This seated position you are in, how does it affect your breathing? Just finding a comfortable flow in and out through both of your nostrils. Noticing the gentle rhythm of your breath and the subtle movements of your body as you begin to deepen your breath. Feeling this expansion with your inhale, and this gentle contraction with your exhale. This rise and this fall. Let's try to keep our eyes nice and soft as we move through our asanas today, just by peeking beneath the lids. And from here, we're going to create movement here just in our right shoulder. So let's use our inhale to lift your right shoulder towards the bottom of your right ear. And your exhale to simply roll it back. Let's continue this motion with your right shoulder, using your inhale to find the lift, your exhale to roll it back. Let's just do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift, and exhale, roll. Last time. Now let's just soften the shoulder and create this rotation in the opposite direction now. Continuing to use your inhale, invite that lift. Your exhale to roll. So your focus here is solely on this movement with your breath in your right shoulder. Last round here. Now just soften your shoulder away from your ear. Focus on now the left shoulder. So let's begin rolling the left shoulder forward. Inhaling to lift. Exhale to roll. Just notice the quality of this motion, the connection with your breath and the motion. Let's do one more round here. Inhale, lift. Now let's rotate the left shoulder in the opposite direction. Continue to take that inhale, create the lift. Your exhale to roll it back. Just 2 more times here. Now just soften and relax the left shoulder. And from here, we're going to take our next inhale and open up your heart towards your left knee. Continue with your inhale as you bring your heart cross over to the right. And with your exhale, round out through your back, chin in through your chest, cave through your heart. So this nice large rotation in your torso as you inhale to open everything forward. And as you exhale to round everything back. Let's continue with this motion, connecting with your breath, maintaining softness within your eyes. Just do this 2 more times in this direction. Inhale to open forward. Exhale. Last round, inhale and exhale. When you complete your exhale, use your next inhale. Let's open up to the opposite leg, so to the right leg, creating these large rotations just in the opposite direction, just to ensure a bit of balance in our movements here. Be nice and soft with your gaze. You continue to invite your inhale to open up the chest, and exhale to round the back. Just 2 more times here. Last round, nice deep inhale, and exhale. Let's come in through center, and with an inhale, let's take wide spread arms. Let's bring the palms together here. And as you exhale, just release the left hand to the outer left hip. Open up the right side body by reaching out through the fingertips of your right hand. We're going to hold it here. Think about our breath and create movement in our body. So as you complete your exhale, ground down through your right hip. As you take your inhale, reach out through your fingertips. Continue with those subtle movements. As you exhale, ground down. As you inhale, reach up. One more breath here. Exhale and inhale. When you have completed your next exhale, use your next inhale to bring both palms back above the crown. And as you exhale, make your way to release the right hand and reach out through the fingertips of your left. Settle in here just by softening your gaze. And as you complete your exhale, ground down through your left hip. Inhale, reach out through the fingertips. Exhale, create that grounding sensation. Inhale. One more breath here. Follow the rhythm. Inhale, reach out. Once you've completed your exhale, taking your time, use your inhale to bring everything in through center. This time, let's take our next exhale to release the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers there. Give the shoulders a roll back, squeeze the shoulder blades to each other, and descend the hands away from your lower back. Let's lift up through your heart and gently lift your chin towards your ceiling. With your next breath out, let's release the hands away from your lower back and interlace them in front of you now. Rounding your back, bring the chin in towards your chest. So this is the motion in our body. As you inhale, open up the heart, hands behind the back, interlace them there, lift up through your chin. And as you exhale, reverse this motion as you round your back, interlace the hands in front of you, and draw the palms away from you. Let's do this 3 more times. Nice deep inhale. Find that rhythm in your body. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last round. Inhale. And exhale. With the hands remaining out in front of you, let's now just release them onto your mat and find tabletop here. Finding all fours, neutral tabletop. Make sure the fingers are spread nice and wide. The index finger in line with the long edge of your mat. Take a peek at your knees. The tops of the feet should be hidden behind your thighs. So now that we've found neutral tabletop, let's find those nice large circles with our body. Large enough circles so that your shoulders are coming over the wrists and then behind. Just maybe noticing any crinks or cracks beginning to present themselves in your knees and in your wrists. Let's make these large circles now in the opposite direction. Just allowing the body to move in a nice, easy way. Now let's come in through center. Neutral tabletop once again. And let's find downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, up and back. First downward dog of your class today. So just be aware of your body, how it feels. Provide heaviness into your head. And just settle into your breath here. Notice the rhythm in your breathing. We're going to make our way into plank. So with your next inhale, look towards your hands and come forward in through your plank. So you might need to readjust your feet in your plank. Find a comfortable position with your feet at hip width. And remaining in your plank, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, let's find modified chaturanga, lowering the knees to the mat, lower chest and belly. Baby cobra here. As you inhale, just gently lift up through your heart as you push down into your hands. And as you exhale, let's find downward facing dog. Once again. Just settle into your breath. You might need to readjust your feet once again in your downward dog. Just play around with walking them either further towards you, further away, or further apart. Make sure you're feeling that nice heaviness in through your face. And from here, let's find child's pose, just simply lowering the knees to the mat. Just allow the big toes to touch behind you as you sink your hips towards your heels. Use the hands here to push into the mat to encourage the hips, coming a bit closer towards your heels. Once you've found that, let the head be heavy onto your mat. And if the head is not reaching the mat, just stack the fists so that the head can rest there. If your head is resting onto the mat, maybe play around with bringing the arms alongside your body with the palms facing the ceiling. And let's notice your breathing here. This inhale and this exhale. Connect with this gentle movement with your breathing and your body as you tune in to this expansion and this contraction. Give ourselves 2 more deep breaths here. Just feeling your own unique rhythm. When you are ready, let's make our way back into our neutral tabletop. And we'll take a couple cat-cows. Move at your own pace here. How soft have your eyes remained? Can you maybe close them completely for a couple rounds, moving in and out of your cat-cow? Let's complete with a cat with a round back, and we'll find neutral tabletop once again, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. We're going to make our way into a standing forward fold. So let's slowly walk your feet here towards your hands. Once you arrive there, find a halfway lift, flat back. So our flat back, our belly pulls in, tailbone tucks down, chin is neutral to the chest. From our flat back, let's take a nice hinge forward from your hips, letting the head become heavy in a nice forward fold. Hands just rest alongside the legs. Give the head a bit of a nod, yes and no, just to loosen it up. And before we move out of this pose, find your breath. Find that rhythm with your breathing, where you're once again connecting this expansion with your inhale, this contraction with your exhale. Give ourselves 2 more deep breaths here. Keeping the eyes nice and soft. Last breath. Once you've completed your exhale, we're going to make our way through chair pose. So let's bend deeply in towards your knees. Shift your gaze forward and begin to rise the arms up, palms facing each other, arms shoulder width apart, until you can bring the biceps beside the ears. So we're keeping a nice deep bend in our knees here. Maybe now we bring the palms together. And with your next exhale, let's bring them down through heart center as you slowly straighten your legs in through standing. Release the hands alongside the body, Swamasthiti. Maybe give the shoulders a nice easy movement, rolling forward and back. Maybe shake out the hands, shake out the feet, just loosen up your body here. And we'll meet back in our Swamasthiti. The arms alongside the body, the chin neutral to your chest. And take a moment to close your eyes here, to notice the balance within your feet. So let's think about drawing down through the ball of your big toe, cross through to your baby toe, and back through the center of your heel. With our feet nice and grounded here, let's find our chair pose once again. This time, as you bend into your knees to sink the hips nice and low, keep your belly pulled in. With that nice and engaged, then begin to rise the arms back up, shoulder width apart. Biceps beside the ears as much as you can allow. Reach out through your fingertips. And let's bring the palms together here, down through heart center as you slowly straighten your legs and find your hinge forward from your hips to create a forward fold once again. As you inhale, halfway lift, find that flat back, belly belly in, tailbone down. As you exhale, let's take the hands onto your mat now. Step the left foot way back, lower the knee, flatten the top of the left foot. Walk the hands to the top of the right thigh, and roll your shoulders back here. Take our hands here to our hips just to bring our right hip back, left hip forward. Let's heel toe the right foot a bit further away from you, as far as you can, so that we can take a nice deep bend into your right knee. Release the hands on either side of the right foot, and just to allow the hips here to sink a little bit closer in towards your mat. Just finding this nice, easy stretch in your hips. You find maybe you need to heel toe the right foot back a bit closer towards you, then find that. But you're looking for the right knee to gently come over the right ankle. This is going to allow the hips to soften, to stretch. And once you have found a nice comfortable space where you can feel this sensation, soften your gaze. Take a deep inhale. And with your next exhale, we're going to sink our hips back towards the left heel, straightening the right leg, flexing through the right foot, and taking a gentle hinge forward. Hands are on either side of the right leg, either hip width apart or maybe right beside the right calf. Just play around. You might even be able to grab hold of the right foot with the right hand. So we're going to come in and out of this motion. So with your inhale, let's bring the right foot back onto this mat. As you bend into the right knee once again, just finding that sinking feeling in your hips. As you exhale, reverse as you bring the hips back, flex through the right foot. So this is the motion in our body. Let's do this 2 more times. As you inhale, come forward. Try and stay with this inhale. And exhale, come back. Be aware of the quality of your motions. Last round, as you inhale, come forward. And exhale, come back. With your next inhale, let's come back into our starting position. Just with the knee resting over the ankle. Let's tuck the left toes under just to lift the left knee off the mat. And let's plant the left foot at a 45-degree angle. Let's walk our hands to the top of the right thigh to release ourselves and find our torso upright. With an inhale, let's find widespread arms here, palms together, warrior 1 position. As you exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Let's keep them here, and we'll straighten the right leg. The squaring of your hips as the right hip comes back, left forward. And just take a gentle hinge forward here, halfway. Now let's think about drawing down through the right heel, keeping the shoulders rolled back, and just finding a bit of softness in through your gaze. With your next inhale, let's slowly rise up. Find a wide-legged stretch here as you parallel both your feet facing the long edge of your mat. Inhale, hands in through your T position. Exhale, hands towards the hips. Inhale, lift up through your heart. And exhale, find that hinge forward. Let the head be heavy before releasing your hands onto your mat. And just allow yourself to be here. Finding softness back in through your gaze. And this connection with your breathing. As you connect with your inhale, expanding your body, and your exhale. Give ourselves 2 more comfortable breaths here. One more breath. Once you've completed your exhale, let's take a bend in our knees. You might need to heel toe your feet a bit closer to each other so that you can bring your hands back into your hips. And slowly with an inhale, invite yourself to rise up and away. Let's heel toe our feet so that we're coming back to the top of our mat and finding your Swanasthiti here. Roll your shoulders back. If you need to create a bit of loosey-goosey movement in your body by shaking the hands and feet, maybe find that. But once you've taken a moment to create stillness in your standing position, close your eyes. Invite this grounding down in through your feet. This acknowledgement of any differences on one side compared to the other. Think of this as a moment to reset your body. Connect back with your breath. And understand the rhythm of your heart. We're going to find this same sequence on the opposite side. So let's begin with our chair pose. Sink your hips nice and low as you bend into your knees. Before we lift our arms, belly in, tailbone down. You rise the arms, shoulder width apart. Try and invite the biceps beside the ears. Bring the palms together here and down through heart center as you straighten your legs and create your hinge forward from your hips. Let the head become heavy. Let's reset the back with a halfway lift, flat back here. As you exhale, hands come down to the mat. As you step the right foot way back, lower your knee, flatten the top of the right foot. Walk the hands to the top of the left thigh. Give the shoulders a roll back here. From here, let's heel toe the left foot further away from you so that we can take a nice deep bend into the left knee, so that you can allow your hips to fall a little bit closer towards your mat as the left knee comes over the ankle. Let's keep our chin neutral to our chest here. And just find your awareness with how your hips are feeling in this position. Just take some time to connect with your breath, to keep the belly engaged, to feel this gentle stretch in your hips. So let's take a nice deep inhale here. And with your exhale, let's take our hips back towards the right heel. As you straighten the left leg, flex through the left foot. Find a gentle hinge forward here over the left leg. Maybe explore different variations with where your hands are placed. Maybe taking them on either side of the left calf. Maybe grabbing hold of the foot. Or maybe just keeping them about hip width apart. Take a moment to let the head be heavy into your chest. And let's find our nice breath here as you inhale and as you exhale. Find 2 more rounds of breathing as you hold it here. One more breath. Once you've completed your exhale, let's move in and out of these postures. So as you take your inhale, lower the left foot onto the mat, bend deeply into the left knee. And as you exhale, bring it back, hips towards the right heel. You flex the left foot. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, stay with your breath here. Only wait for your exhale to create this movement back. Last round, inhale. And exhale. With your next inhale, as you lower the sole of the left foot onto the mat, just tuck the right toes under to lift the knee off. Plant the right foot at your 45-degree angle. Bend into the left knee to walk the hands to the left thigh. To find your torso upright. You roll your shoulders back and take your inhale to find wide spread arms. Warrior one here. With your exhale, when you bring your hands down through heart center, keep the heart lifted to the thumbs, and let's straighten the left leg. Take a hinge forward here over the left leg, just at a halfway point, so that we can shift our weight from our toes into the left heel. Find that manipulation of your energy there. Softness in through your gaze and your face. You settle into your breath. Once you've completed your exhale and you can use your inhale to slowly rise back up, let's parallel both our feet once again, facing the opposite long edge of your mat. And we'll inhale, hands in through your teeth. Exhale, hands towards your hips. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, take your hinge forward. Once you've allowed your head to become heavy, release your hands onto your mat. Maybe find a soft bend into your knees as you connect back with your breathing here. Just inviting some easy rhythms with your breath. Following your inhale and seeing where it lands. You follow your exhale. And from here, find a nice deep bend in your knees as you slowly halfway lift. Heel toe the feet a bit closer to each other so that you can bring your hands towards your hips. Slowly rise. Let's heel toe our feet back to the top of our mat here, finding your Swamasthiti. Taking a moment to find closed eyes to connect with how your body has responded. This moment of gratitude for what we find available to ourselves. Let's make our way back down to our mat now. So let's inhale, find wide spread arms, palms together here. Exhale, forward fold, take that hinge from your hips. Halfway lift, flat back, belly in, tailbone down. You exhale, take the hands to the mat. Let's step into your plank. So find your feet at hip width. From your plank, take a nice deep inhale. Modify chaturanga with your exhale to lower the knees, lower chest and belly. Now let's stack the fist on top of the hands on top of each other here, and we'll find crocodile. Just resting your forehead onto the tops of your hands. Let's lift the right leg up and place it back down. Lift the left leg up and place it back down. This is just to ensure length within our body. As you allow your head here to rest onto the tops of your hands, come back into inviting a bit of softness in through your face. Feel your breath in through your belly as you inhale and as you exhale. Making your breath in this moment a bit more tangible as you feel the belly push into the floor and pull away. We're going to create a bit of movement in our legs here. So let's keep our head nice and relaxed onto the tops of our hands. And we'll just focus here on using your inhale to lift the right leg off of your mat. So it might not go very high. With your exhale, you just simply lower it back down. We'll move to the left leg. Inhale to lift it up. And exhale just to simply lower it back down. So continue, alternating right and left as you inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Just at your own pace, your own rhythm of breathing, creating this movement and connecting the breath to this movement. Your focus should solely be on using your inhale to create the lift and your exhale to lower. Find strength. Find a bit of flex in your glutes to continue to alternate right and left. Just do one more time on each side here. Once you've completed on the left side and both legs are relaxed onto your mat, let's just bend your knees and just allow the feet just to fall from side to side here. Now let's bring the knees back in through center and lower the legs back onto your mat. And let's create now movement in the upper half of your body. So let's release the hands just out in front of you. Let's keep our chin neutral to the chest. So this time we're creating our lift in our torso. So as you inhale, to lift your chest slightly off the mat and lift the arms. Palms are facing towards each other. And try to create the lift in your arms so that the biceps are beside the ears as best as you can. Your exhale, you just simply lower everything back down. So let's inhale, find this lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more times here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You might not go very high, just be aware. You inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last round, inhale. And exhale. From here, just bring your hands into a T position and rest the left ear onto your mat. This is just to simply stretch out the neck, just to find a bit of softness in through your body. And now turn your head so that now you're resting onto the right ear, finding a bit of softness there. Let's bring our head in through center, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. When you push yourself up, keep your belly pulled in. And we're going to make our way in through child's pose. So let's bring your knees together, big toes to touch behind you. With the hands extended out in front of you, use the palms to push into the mat, to reach your hips towards your heels. Find the head to be nice and heavy. If you need that variation to stack the fists, then find that. You can begin to bring the hands alongside your body with the palms facing the ceiling, then find that. Child's pose here to counter the back. To now invite roundness. To now invite a bit of heaviness into our body. Notice your breathing here. Always come back to that observation, how your breath is being affected throughout your practice. And that it is this connection to our breathing that helps us to remain in peace, free of adversity. From here, let's slowly make your way in through tabletop once again. Just use tabletop here to manipulate the spine by coming in and out of cat-cow. Be nice and playful with this. If you maybe even want to invite those nice large circles in your body in both directions, just to, again, create a bit of playfulness here. Once you've had enough, just release the legs out in front of you and let's come to lay flat on your back in through corpse posture. So allow the legs to be straight. Allow the arms alongside the body. And just allow here the chin to gently tuck in towards your chest. So what's different between corpse posture and Shavasana? With corpse posture, we're still fully aware of our breathing and inviting control with our breath. Connecting to this rhythm of our inhales with our body and your exhales. And once you've settled into falling into that space of awareness, notice your body. Be aware of any sensations that you are feeling in your physical self. This is you directing loving energy into your body. The subconscious mind at work as shifts begin to present themselves. Healing is occurring in this moment with your awareness. When you are ready to invite movement, begin just to wiggle the toes and the fingers and bend the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug with the knees pulling in close. Maybe even bring the forehead towards the knees and find this nice round ball in your body before lowering the shoulders and the head back down. Let's invite ourselves into a supine twist. So let's take our hands into a T position and let's release our knees all the way to the left. Round down through your right shoulder. Maybe turn your head away from your knees. And encourage your inhale here to encourage this twist in your torso. And your exhale to just simply soften and relax into the shape. If you're feeling a bit of exploration in this shape, maybe straighten the right leg. Flex through your right foot. Maybe even look for the left hand grabbing hold of the right foot. Always explore and settle into a position that you're most comfortable with. Notice how your breathing may have fallen. Encourage yourself to continue to breathe deeply here. Keep the face nice and relaxed. Once you've completed your next exhale, when we bring our knees in through center, continue to pull the belly into the spine. Keep the lower back protected. Once you arrive in through center, maybe find some gentle rocking from side to side just to reset your lower back. And when you are ready, to allow the knees now to fall all the way to the right. Ground down through your left shoulder. Maybe turn the head away. Take a deep inhale. Encourage the twist in your torso. Now as you exhale, fall into softening and relaxing. Let this be this unison with your breath and those subtle movements in your body. And if you explored on the opposite side, explore here by straightening your left leg, flexing through the left foot, maybe finding the right hand to grab hold of the left foot, and then finding a position where you can remain, where you can again invite softness into your face, connecting and understanding where the rhythm of your breath comfortably lies. Encourage yourself to continue to breathe deeply here. Once you've completed your next exhale, invite your knees in through center as you pull the belly in towards the spine once again. Find a nice massage in your lower back, maybe this time inviting some small circles in both directions. And from here, we're going to come in through a seated forward fold, so you can simply roll yourself onto the side and come there. If you want to invite a rocking forward and back along your spine, keep the knees into the chest, pull the forehead in towards the knees, and find this gentle rocking forward and back. The option is yours, and we will meet in a seated position with the legs extended out in front of you. The inner thighs pulled down and the outer thighs pulled up. Feet are nice and flexed, shoulders roll back. Inhale, find widespread arms. As you exhale, pull the belly in as you hinge forward. Maybe you're grabbing hold of the feet, maybe the shins, or maybe you're just allowing the hands to rest on either side of your hips. As you allow your head here to fall heavy into your chest. So don't be discouraged in this forward fold if maybe you felt like you've gone too far with where you've placed your hands. Explore finding different variations. The one thing you want to keep maintained is your head being nice and heavy. Your belly remaining pulled in. Your shoulders nice and relaxed. And your feet here, keep them flexed. Find this drawing down in through your legs. And as we now connect back with your breathing, use your inhale to invite length in your spine. Just imagining the vertebrae separating from each other. Your exhale should be your legs falling down into your mat. Fall into this sensation of connecting your breath with those subtle movements in your body. And watch where your forward fold may take you. The space that you are creating within yourself. Now notice your breath here, falling into just a nice comfortable space. Soften the flex in your feet. Just allow yourself a moment to really become heavy in this forward fold. And slowly, when you are ready, just begin to release yourself away. Always take your time coming out of postures. Give the shoulders a nice roll back. Just allow the hands to rest behind the hips. Bend your knees. And just take the knees here to windshield wiper from side to side. You want to hold it in one direction, maybe hold it there. When you've had enough, we'll use the next moment for a Mysore. So that's for you to make any movement in your body that you feel like you'd like to make. The option to this movement might even be just simply finding stillness in a cross-legged position that you had started in. So choose where you would like to be today. And of course, if that's falling into your Shavasana as well, then allow that to happen. What you choose to do in your Mysore, look at what you are doing and find time maybe at a different point in your week to come into that very same position. This is intuitively what you need. So find some honor in that. Be aware of your body here, the change in the rhythm of your breath. And slowly finish up your last bit of movement as you allow yourself here to fall into your Shavasana, laying flat on your mat, letting go of the hold that you've maintained throughout your body. This is your final resting posture. It is in this moment where true healing and rest occurs. You have called back your energy. And you are surrounded by love and protection so that you may remain in peace. Find heaviness into your eyes, softness into your cheeks and jaw. Smooth out your forehead here and imagine a beam of pure white light surrounding your entire body, giving you this love and this protection so that you just And slowly invite life back into your body to release from your Shavasana as you invite movement into your fingers and toes and a smile onto your face. You roll onto one side. Make your way into your seated position with the palms together at heart center. Please allow this moment here to know that you attract joy, happiness, and abundance into your life. Please allow us to honor the elements of earth, air, fire, and water, to honor the energetic directions of north, south, east, and west, and to lastly close with an Om followed by an Aum. When you are ready, inhaling deeply. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste.